Hi. Yeah, I just want to talk a little bit here, say a few things. Uh, I think, as I said yesterday, or Trump's out, Biden's in. What does that mean? In the first place, Biden, Kamala Harris, they're not running anything. So if you're listening to somebody and they talk about their policy or what they're going to do, they're not talking about Biden or Kamala Harris. They're talking about that whoever they are that run the thing. That's what they're talking about. Because it appears that Mr. Trump at least was recalcitrant and didn't cooperate with them and do what they said. I mean, it's obvious. They didn't start any wars. He stopped this. These people won't. These people will do whatever they're told, in whatever manner they're told. Okay? So, number one, uh, I think their first agenda is to slow down the economy and reset the economy, that great reset. I think that's their first idea, the first thing they want to do. So, in other words, they want to slow everything down, consolidate, bring in this green energy, so expect your energy prices to rise. I think you're going to have inflation. Okay. They want to do that. Um, and they want to consolidate all the finances and they want to make it one big world. So I would expect that. I don't know if the euro is going to survive the next 5 years. So I think the dollar may take over there. The Eastern world, I don't know whether they want to take over all that or they have the wherewithal to do that. I think we may come to a bipolar world with the yuan and the dollar, but they may still want to be going after it. What concerns me is it appears like the Chinese, if they're in on it, they may have already cut a deal for their yuan, for their own spear. They're not going to run the world. They don't want to run the world. They're not empire builders like the United States is. Okay, they may go as far as the Philippines, those Indonesia, those countries with significant Chinese populations. They may go down in there, Singapore. They may take all those places. I don't know. I don't know if that's what they're going to do. Who knows? They may divide it all up. Um, the Middle East, that's the big trump card. Iran, they seem to be the only real independent country in the world. And looks like they've been hurt pretty bad by all this stuff. I don't know how powerful they are. I haven't seen they killed a nuclear scientist and they still haven't done anything about it. So looks like they've been bluffing. They had some abilities. I mean, they shot down a drone, I think, 6 months ago. So they have some military capability. I don't know how much it is. I don't keep up, but yeah, I'm sure they're very concerned there. What they're going to do, I don't know. Where it might even serve the big shots' interest for the Iranians to take out a refinery, so the oil prices skyrocket. They may feel like that. Um, I don't know. I mean, what concerns me is yesterday in India there were 350,000. They showed photos on RT. They showed 350,000 Indian farmers showing up, and there was a riot, and the Indian farmers were pretty agitated. There was water cannons involved because of the way they're cutting out the government. Uh, they're cutting out the government as far as in the food program, so they're not going to be supplied. So the capitalists are going to take over the food supply over there. So they were real pissed off about it. Real pissed off. So you could be leading to famine there in that country. And Modi was saying, oh, it was wonderful and he loves everybody and he's a complete piece of shit. So I have no idea. That's an awfully big country that has weapons. So I don't know. I don't know what that portends for the rest of the world. It's scary because you have all these countries that supposedly have weapons that could do things. It's scary, right? In our country, I don't. Yeah, I don't see how we can have all these problems and the stock market be at all time high. Obviously, the financial powers, the Federal Reserve, are buying the S&P. They're buying. They've started buying stocks directly. They're not even going and buying S&P futures anymore. They're buying companies directly. So I don't know. It looks so all these people that worried about communism coming and socialism, it's here. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, that's a private company, supposedly, as my friend used to say. Supposedly, it's a private company. So the solution to all this is they need to forgive all the debts. All right. So you forgive all the debts. All the people now have all this pressure off of them. They can go back to work, right? You need to forgive all the debts, sort out all the domino, give everybody a place to live, give everybody a start, and say, here, we need to like when Monopoly's done and Tony has all the money. Tony coincidentally was the banker and he has all the money. I'm teasing. So, and clean everything up. That would also, at the same time, because every debt is somebody's asset, that would also wipe out billionaires. The amount of billionaires in the world would go down to a reasonable number. So that would fix that. That would take their power away. So they couldn't bribe public officials and start over. That's what we need to do. We need to wipe the slate clean up the monopoly board, and go over again. All right? That's what we need to do. That's the only solution I see. Or there's going to be hell to pay. All right? It's going to be like when Dusty Rhodes talks about a steel-toed boot that Ole Anderson hit him in the head with. It's going to be like that. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. Don't kid yourself. Don't kid yourself. Don't be thinking that this America's so superior when we have companies that just build weapons to make money on them. That's all we do. They have that cost plus accounting. Or in other words, they sell. You just sell us whatever piece of shit you want to sell us, and you can mark it up as much as you want because we're in this to get a bribe, and you're in this to make a weapon and make billions on it. Trillions. Okay, that's what they do. So, we're going to see. We're going to see because this is going to come to head. You know, that's what's going to happen. So, I don't know. If you own property, I don't know. I wouldn't be leveraged out. I don't know how long this is going to take because this solution ain't going to be coming for a while. There's going to be a lot of trouble before these fuckers that are running this thing give in. Okay? Out!